Hello everyone, welcome to Peach on Earth Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for Aries for the month of July. You can have Aries anywhere in your chart. You can be a cross watcher. All that I ask is that if you come to this reading, that you come with good intentions for yourself and for others. Okay, so this month I'm just being kind of guided to dive right in and not really do big meditative sessions like I normally would. And I feel like that's just kind of the energy we are in, where, like we're being called to kind of maybe follow our instincts a little bit more. Let me pull this down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start. I have about like 600 washi stickers here that I use for like scrapbooking and journaling and things like that. And I'm just going to pull out 3 to 5 of these stickers and see what they kind of tell us. So the first one that I grabbed is the Sphinx here. So that's really interesting. So I'm getting like fire energy, cat energy, and I don't know if this is like a famous place, but I'm getting like train station vibes here. So just right with these two, what it's telling me is there's almost something about like time travel I'm hearing. And I know this sounds crazy. You could have like, if you've done any past life regression, you could have a lot of like Egyptian past life energies. And I'm getting this time travel sense, like maybe if you haven't done a lot of past life regression, maybe you should. It might open up some answers for you about some of the wounding that you carry with you in this life. But I am getting that whole like Egyptian past life energy with this train. I don't think I'm gonna actually pull any more. That's interesting. Because it's like, it's so clear to me. It's like traveling back. There's something about traveling back. Or maybe even you just need to go see the Sphinx or something. I don't know. Past life regression. Okay, so Aries, I think this might be a past life regression reading. So if that doesn't resonate with you, then you can, you don't have to watch this video, but that is what I'm really getting very clearly here. So I've never actually done past life regression for anyone. I don't know. I'm just going to see what comes up. I mean, I guess I've talked about it a bit, but yeah, we'll just see what comes up. It doesn't have to necessarily be past life regression, but it definitely could be. So okay, Aries for July. Aries. What's the message for Aries for July? I'm hearing something about like it's this lifetime that you're supposed to close out some form of cycle that you are carrying with you from like a past life. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have the Tower here. Whew. And then the Chariot, which that's the Cancer energy, and we are in Cancer season right now. But there's the pyramids here in the back. There's definitely something about Egypt here that is coming up. So what this is telling me is the Tower is about crumbling, right? And this Tower is crumbling. It's on fire. It's crumbling, but it's trying to be held together. And I think you're trying to hold something together even though it doesn't feel like conducive to moving your life forward with this Chariot energy, like because these Sphinx, oh my gosh, there's 2 more Sphinxes. Oh my gosh. Okay. I just got really, really emotional. Just seeing those Sphinxes, and I'm picking up this white and black energy. So it's almost like maybe you have white skin in this lifetime. But maybe you're really, really strongly called to like the Black Lives Movement or just something about inequality. But there's something here where if you do have white skin in this lifetime, you probably haven't always in all of your past lives. And I don't know. This is so, it's such a sensitive subject. I don't really know if I can go there, but sorry. I just feel very, very emotional. And I'm seeing that too because these hands here they have white skin. And it's almost like, you know, there's a crumbling happening. And with this past life regression, this eye right here is almost like the past life regression where you can go and look at what it is in your life that you're trying to hold together that no longer needs held together. It's just, there's something about like constructs that you're trying to hold together. Or maybe, you know, you could even be like against those movements of like I don't really get that a lot, but it could be for some people, like maybe you try to avoid those like the Black Lives Matter movements and stuff like that. Like you're trying to hold together the life that you know in this lifetime, but by tapping into your past lives, especially if a lot of your past lives or some of your past lives have to do with Egypt, it could really have to do with you know, seeing things from that perspective, from a different perspective. No, and also you don't have to have white skin in this lifetime, but it can always be vice versa as well. Like maybe I don't really have a lot of knowledge of ancient Egypt and stuff like that, but there could be something where maybe you have black skin in this lifetime and you were like partly responsible, oh my gosh, partly responsible for enslaving, you know, like the people of Africa because of this train station. And it's like going from here to here, you know, like bringing them over. And I know it was on like ships and stuff, but you know, it was like transportation. So there's something about systemic racism that is needing healed here. I'm getting strongly. This is such a specific message. I can't believe it, but yeah. It's needing to collapse. The systemic racism in general needs to collapse, right? Like with these sphinxes laying down, like we're not making enough strides in that area as we should be. But we're trying to hold together this structure. And I think going into your past lives, now whether this is that specific or if it's just something in your life that, you know, a construct that you're trying to hold together in your current life, that doing some past life regressions will help you see more clearly about what it is that you need to heal. It doesn't necessarily have to be like the systemic racism issue. It very well could be, but it can be other things as well. But yeah, you're just trying to hold together things that shouldn't be held together any longer. And doing these past life regressions will help clear them. I'm even getting the sense that these hands are the past. The, society trying to hold together it's like they want us to be segregated. They want us to be against one another. And I'm not just talking about race, I'm talking about everything. Political parties and sexualities and just everything. They want us to have the fighting amongst ourselves, because then we won't fight against them. And that's really what I'm getting really, really clearly here, is like the system is crumbling. And I think the more people are waking up, the more people are doing these past life regressions, the more people are ascending, the more it's going to crumble, because by getting this clarity, it's what's causing these lightning strikes. And here there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 clouds. And it's like, just keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. And these clouds are going to come more and more and more. And it's going to turn from dark to light. Like this is making me really, really emotional. I don't understand. Like the smoke's going to clear, the infighting, the anger and the hurt towards one another. It's like the more we help ourselves, like we can help the world, right? And okay. Oh, let's get a couple more. You guys. We have the High Priestess, and then the Princess of Wands on the bottom, which, it does have that Aries is a fire sign. You are the youngest fire sign, and the Princess is the youngest of the court cards. But just to me, this is telling me that you're waking up, that the world is waking up, that this does feel like more of a collective energy than specifically just Aries. But again, this is an Aries reading. I want to focus on Aries. But yeah, you are, I think, and do you see here, this Princess of Wands has actually come up a lot in these readings this month, where these tents down here, it's almost like leaving behind life that was hard. It was a struggle. And now, not everyone who lives in tents, like, that doesn't mean like your life is necessarily harder. There's a lot of people that choose to have that lifestyle, and that's perfectly wonderful and fine. But it's almost like a life made to be small. Like, they make us, by they, I just mean, the political systems and just the powers that be. They make us feel small and unworthy, and that this is like, we need to live these small lives. And when this is really who we are, like the High Priestess is this eye. She is the one that can see everything. She can see everything. She has all of the knowledge. So we're made to feel like insignificant and small, when in reality we have ultimate truth and the ability to crumble these societal structures. You have the ability to do these things. Like, she knows truth. She knows how to crumble the society. It's something that needs to happen, like, really, really severely. Maybe do a lot of research on the Sphinx and Egypt mythology. I would definitely do that. Now here, this is interesting. I think these are pomegranates. And pomegranates they have to do with Persephone. And if you don't know who Persephone is, it's about Greek mythology. And I don't know what the equivalent of, Egyptian mythology and stuff like that. So I'm sorry about that. I haven't done enough research, but I know Persephone, you know, she spent half of her time in heaven and half of her time in hell because she was married to the Lord of Hell. And, or I think it's Hades. I don't really know. So, you know, she has the knowledge of the light and the dark that we were getting with the sphinxes, that we're getting here with this black air and then the white clouds. It's like she had the knowledge of both worlds, and both worlds are needed to have that universal truth, because usually in the high priestess card, one of her pillars is black and the other one is white. And so that's just telling me it's almost like you have recently or are about to gain universal knowledge. You can see everything exactly how it is. There's no good or evil. It's everything is as it is, but I don't know how to say this. It's like the darkness and the light. I don't know. It's like they need to separate. We can't coincide anymore, right? These systems that are keeping us from evolving need to be separate from the ascended people. It's like there's a mass ascension here that I'm sensing, where it's like the light can separate from the dark, or the light can, I don't know. Okay, so I haven't done this yet, but I'm really being called to do this. What I'm going to do, so I'm actually going to get an archetype card. Even though this is an archetype card, the High Priestess is an archetype card, I'm just feeling called to do that. That there's something, it's like, because, I know. Because in these cards, there's a shadow attribute and a light attribute, and it's almost like the people who are this way and the people who are this way. So the mystic here is like shadow, delusional rapport with the divine, which is here. The divine is here. Like this right here, whatever's trying to hold together these contracts, that's the delusional rapport with the divine. The light attribute revels in intimate union with the divine, and that's the High Priestess. I think that this is the one. And even Midas Miser. Because the systems that be are hoarding money and emotions, obsessive fear of losing your wealth. That is the systems. They keep us segregated because they fear of losing what they have built, which is just not healthy. It's not good for anyone, but it's like evilness, right? And then light attributes, entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything to gold, delight in sharing life's riches. I'm getting that this is very much this tower, this obsessive fear of losing your wealth. That's the systems that are kind of being fought against right now with the ascensions and whatnot. And I saw the Liberator here too, so I just want to see the light attributes of the Liberator, because I feel like it's kind of like that this Midas is the shadow for the tower, okay? And then the mystic, it's like you're reveling in your intimate union with divine, and you're starting to really come into union. You're coming into union with your divinity, with your ability to be the High Priestess, okay? And then it's in the middle here because the High Priestess is this eye. You are helping deconstruct these powers that be. And the Liberator, freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns. Oh my goodness. So you are being called to be a liberator. Do a lot of research on the Egyptian mythology, and maybe tap into some past life regression and see what it is that you feel called to do. Do you see how she's kind of like stepping up She's stepping up. That's what you're doing. That's what you're being called to do. Step up to this high priestess energy. And it's so interesting too, because the high priestess, even though she has ultimate knowledge, there's still steps behind her. Like there's always growth. There's always room for growth. No matter what you do, you can always keep going. But it also means like she has access to, behind this veil, she has access to the infinite realms, all of the realms. So by tapping into those realms that you have access to, you can then liberate. Imposing your own tyranny over those you claim to liberate, ignoring legitimate constraints. I feel like that's where a lot of us live right now, where we just don't do enough to make the world evolve, to ascend. So yeah, I think you're really being called to really step up right now and help liberate this energy. By liberate, it's like letting these social constructs that we have to fall. To be the lightning, right? That, like, to use your knowledge and your ability to help the world ascend, okay? So Aries, I know this is pretty heavy and it's not going to resonate with everybody, but that's okay. You don't have to. So this has been your reading. I hope it was helpful. If it was, you can like, comment, share, subscribe. I thank any of you for being present today, any of your guides that were present, any of my guides that were present from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for letting me do this reading. It really meant a lot, and I will see you soon. Bye.